Chapter 27. I watched the monster shove the last bit of pie into his mouth. Then he flicked his reptile tongue in and out, licking up every last crumb from the pie tin. "It isn't working," I moaned to Clark. "He loves it." "Now what are we going to do?" he whispered back. He hugged his knees tightly to his chest to keep him from shaking. The monster let out a long groan. I peered from under the table. I saw the creature's eyes bug out. They practically popped out of his head. A gurgling, choking sound escaped his throat. He grasped his neck with his two hairy paws. He groaned again. His stomach rumbled, a deep rumble. He crushed his stomach and doubled over. He uttered a weak cry of pain and surprise. Then he dropped dead on the kitchen floor. "We did it! We did it!" I cheered. "We killed the swamp monster!" I pulled Clark out from under the table. I studied the creature from across the room. I was sure he was dead, but I still didn't want to get too close. The monster's scaly eyelids were closed. I stared at his chest to see if it moved, to see if he was breathing. His chest remained still. I stared at him for a few moments longer. He didn't stir. Clark peered over my shoulder. Is he really dead?" he stammered. "Yes." I was sure of it now. Totally sure. "We did it!" I cried. I jumped up and down joyfully. "We killed the monster! We killed him!" Clark reached into his back pocket for his comic book, Creatures from the Muck. He hurled it across the room. He hit the monster in the head and fell to the floor. "I never want to read about swamp monsters again. Never!" Clark cried. "Let's get out of here." Charlie scratched at the door. When we opened it, he leaped out and jumped all over us. "It's okay, boy," I told him, trying to calm him down. "It's okay." I peered into the room where we had locked Charlie. "Hey, Clark, I think there's a door in here," I said. "A door that leads out." I stepped into the small, dark space and stumbled over a broom lying on the floor. I squinted in the darkness. Two rusty shovels leaned against the wall to my right. On the left sat a coil of old hose. In front of me, I saw the door, a door with a large glass window. I looked out the window, out to the backyard, to the path that ran through the swamp. Does that path lead through the swamp to town? I wondered. I decided it was worth a try. "We're almost out of here," I declared. "We're almost free." I turned the doorknob, but the door was locked, bolted from the other side, like all the doors in the house. "It's jammed shut," I told Clark, "but I'll break the window and we'll climb out. No problem." The shovels against the wall were big and heavy. I gripped the handle of one with both hands, and took aim. I swung it back. I felt the floor quake. I spun around and heard the roar of the swamp monster. He wasn't dead. Chapter 28. Next time, folks. Be safe.